to match the stars, James Derrick, Brett Summers, Nipsey Russell, Juliet Mills, Richard Dawson, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 74. And now here's the star of Match Game 74, Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, Johnny Olson and friends. How's everybody over here? What do you say, Nips?
You're looking very prosperous.
Well,
I have a poem for prosperity.
Would you like to give us your poem on prosperity, Nipsey?
Strangely, I would.
Oh, yes.
Will do.
To slow down this recession and make our economy thrive, give us our Social Security now, we'll go to work when we're 65.
That's it going right now. Hey. Okay. I just have one more note, and then we'll get on with it. Remind Gene to ask Betty White about the CBS Rose Parade. What about
that's been canceled.
No.
Tomorrow.
Is that tomorrow?
I don't know. Yes, for the first, after 19 years for someone else, I am switching and doing the Rose Parade for CBS this year.
I always said you'd switch.
I know.
Watch Betty White tomorrow on the Rose Parade. And now let's say hello to our two players, Andrea Goldstein and Thomas Winters. How do you do? How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Good. Andrea's a current champ. She's got a lot of money to her credit, $6,800. And she's being challenged now by Thomas Winters. And he has 2, and you have 0. And this is the end of round 1, right? Round 2 coming up as soon as you hear the gong.
I hope your holiday scene was wonderful.
Certainly ours was. All right, judges.
Cheers and Happy New Year from BUZZR.
Introduce.
Here we go. Push the button, reveal our second round questions, ask the challenger to make a selection.
Well, I'll stay with A.
A, you had that last time.
I did last time.
And you did pretty well with it,
I
right?
did pretty well with it.
Okay, let's see how you do now. Who does not play? James and Brett do not play.
We do not play.
Jimmy,
We're the
you do nothing.
smarties.
You may listen.
But I
No
may not
talking.
play.
No play.
I'll
No.
keep my
All right.
hands on the desk. I won't play.
Jimmy Durante. Jimmy Durante once appeared on the Ted Mack Amateur Hour doing a very unusual act.
What? How unusual was it?
I will tell you how unusual it was.
Thank you.
Durante waited for absolute silence. No coughing during absolute silence, madam.
Now, before you even continue,
He waited for absolute silence.
I'm going to write my answer.
Then he blanked on his nose. Ta-da-da! How about that? Jimmy Durante once appeared on the Ted Mack Amateur Hour doing a very unusual act. He waited for absolute silence, and then he blanked on his nose. Did you hear that, Thomas? Okay. Then he blanked on his nose.
Yes.
You
Don't
remember...
look at me, dear. I'm not here.
I know you're not playing, the two of you. You're just having a little chat, are you?
Oh,
I love your satin blouse. That looks very chic. You look very chic. Really stunning. The wig is terrific, too. Yes.
An afternoon at Newberry's can accomplish miracles.
Now we're ready, are we? Yes, we are ready indeed. Thomas Winters. Jimmy Durante once appeared on the Ted Mack Amateur Hour doing a very unusual act. Durante waited for absolute silence. Then he blanked on his nose.
He played on his nose.
He played on his nose. You know who Jimmy Durante was?
Yes, I know who
take it.
Jimmy is.
I see.
I mean, he's making
a big nose, right?
Yeah, he's making music with his nose.
Schnazola made a... And when the nose knows... What do you say, Nipsey?
Did you ever have the feeling that you wanted to take
There were no keys, so he blew
He
on
blew his
nose.
nose. All right. Okay.
What else can you do with
That was
a
a
nose?
dumb answer. Dumb. Give him a smart answer,
No,
Julia.
here's another one. I'm ashamed of this one.
He what?
He spat on his nose.
Dumb. All right, folks. 2 dumb answers in a row. All right. Give us a good answer, please.
Just a minute, I'm spitting on my nose. That's almost impossible.
Give him a
If
good
you don't
answer.
give us a good answer, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do to you.
What are you gonna do, Gino?
I'm gonna belt you right on the schnauzola. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay. All right, Maestro, let's hear it.
He just stood there, said good night, Mrs. Calabash.
Yes.
And then he fell on his nose.
All right, folks.
3 seconds.
I'm here to say we got 3 dumb answers in a row. And that may be a Royals record. What do you say, fat lady?
He played a tune on his nose.
He played a tune on his nose that matches him. Now, listen to me. What does a guy with a big nose do for an act when he calls for absolute silence and does something most unusual and astounding? He stands on his nose. That's what he does. What a bunch of dummies we got played over here now. Okay. What do we got? Oh, this is yours, right? Here we go. Ready?
Right.
Listen carefully now. Everybody, please. After the bank robbers ran into the car wash, the police had to blank them out. After the bank robbers ran into the car wash, the police had to blank them out.
Honey,
Put it down there on the
I'm
card.
telling you, this time I'm not leading
Write it
anybody
down.
astray.
It shall be writ. Okay? All right. Who will be with you when I'm far away? When I'm far away from you? Let's hear it, Maestro. Okay. Are you ready?
Kind to him,
Yes.
I didn't know you were so multi-talented, my darling.
Go. After the bank robbers ran to the car wash, the police had to blank them out.
Ring them out.
Ring them out, she said. Ring them out. Jimmy boy. Jimmy, what do you say?
I didn't say ring, that's for sure.
What
I
did you
said
say?
wash them.
Wash them out. That is not a match. You need 3 to tie, 4 to win. Brett,
Is this a match?
we'll be the judge of that.
Okay, I said flush. Flush,
No, that would be like wash them or ring them or not ring. No, ringing. No, ringing is different.
I love you when you get confused.
Nips.
What do you do after a car's been washed?
Dry it. Wipe it. Wipe it is not ringing. No, we're talking about the bank robbers. After the bank robbers ran into the car wash, the police had to blank them out. What do you say?
Police had to dry them out.
Is drying ringing? No, it's not. The Thomas Winners rings again. There's one ring there. Congratulations, Tom. Now, you stand by for a moment here while we say goodbye to Andrea. She's a sweet lady who's won a bundle of money here. What are you going to do with all that money, Andrea?
Oh, put it in the bank.
Oh, good girl. That's right. And let it get inflated the way everything is. Andrea Goldstein goes with $6,800. We'll be right back after this message. Well done.
Ladies, what's the first thing?
All right. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
We're not. No, we are ready here, Tom. This is your first time. What's that?
I said turn the camera on, we'll be ready.
We're running the show, Tom. You give the answers. We call the shots. We do all that, right? They do the jokes. All right, you're ready. Now, here we go. So you can't tell, but the camera's been on all the time. All the time you've been doing this. Yeah, okay. Well, you got a little cotton in your mouth? Give him a glass of water. Little water. Little container of water. His mouth has a little cotton in it. And in the meantime, while he's doing that, we'll say we polled a recent studio audience, Tom, and we got their best response to this. Blank breaker. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500 if you match it. You match the next one, you get $250. If you match a third, you get $100. Johnny, just walk right in here, Johnny Olson, because he's got a little cotton in his mouth. Thank you, sir.
Youngest end of game shows, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. There's the king of all of them, Johnny Olson. Okay? All right. Now, I'll just put that right down there, Tom. Is there anything else we can do for you before we go? We've got something in a gray flannel if you'd like it better. Anyway. Three people are allowed to help. Whom do you choose?
I'll take Richard.
You'll take Richard.
What I know you are. You're a heartbreaker.
Heartbreaker, yes indeed.
And Betty?
Icebreaker.
Icebreaker. And Nipsey.
Sometimes it happens here on this show. We need a tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker. So you got icebreaker, heartbreaker, and tiebreaker. Tom, you can choose one of those or give us one of your own. What do you think is the best one?
Well, I'd already decided on heartbreaker before Richard said heartbreaker, so I'll stay with heartbreaker.
Okay, that's the one you're looking for. And you hope it's up there. And you're hoping it's under the $500 response. We got to start down at the bottom, though, Tom, and look first at the $100 response. Heartbreaker, right off the bat. Oh, I thought it was going to be up there higher.
Safe breaker? Circuit breaker.
Circuit breaker, safe breaker. I don't know. This is a mystery to me. I thought those were three very good answers. Let's see the middle one. Go. Windbreaker.
I had windbreaker.
You think a windbreaker?
Yeah, I
okay.
had that too.
What is it? What's under there? Did anybody think of that? Did you think of that?
Yeah.
Where were you when he needed you? Anyway, Tom, you got the $100, and that means you're going to play for $1,000. To collect the money, you got to match one of them head to head. Has to be an exact match. Please choose one now.
Richard.
Okay. Here we go, Richard. The $1,000 question. You will write your answer to this, if you will, please. Blank Carol. C-A-R-O-L. Blank Carol. Now, he's finished. Tom, we ask you to give us an answer which you think will match his. Blank Carol.
Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol. Well, I couldn't say anything to you, Tom. It is, well, I guess I better just ask for Richard's response here. He says Christmas Carol will match yours. What do you say to that for $1,000?
Christmas is gone, and I was with a marvelous actor who doesn't work anymore recently. John, do you know him? John Carroll?
John Carroll. No, I don't know that actor.
Yeah, he's a very fine actor, and he said he'd see me next Christmas.
Christmas Carol! Congratulations! Okay. All right. You got $1,200. $1,200. Now, there's one thing, Tom. Have you been watching the show a lot?
Yes, quite often.
Well, have you?
Came on camera very good, too. We liked you at home.
Well, I thank you very much. If you've been watching the show a lot, you know the winner usually runs over and kisses Richard.
Richard's so hurt.
He does?
Well, maybe
I'll shake his hand.
Maybe he's involved with something.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
Very good.
Always right.
I think he likes you a little. Yes, I do.
Well, I like him.
Okay, if you're ready to play another game, you know, you're a pretty cool cat with your $1,200. Let's meet another player. Here comes Carol Copland. Carol, you know Tom Winters there? What a pretty lady. Would you please tell us the Carol Copland story?
I'm a school teacher. I work at Sherman Oaks, Kester, Valerio, and Sylvan Park schools in the San Fernando Valley. And I'm taking up illustrating and cartooning, and I'm a single lady looking for a man.
All right. There's got a number of candidates here. Carol, good luck in your quest.
Thank
now,
you.
we've got to stop at this point and do a little business, and then you hurry right back, all right?
Dance. Come on. Yeah. Body Language, Sundays at 10 on BUZZR.
Find your degree at snhu.edu.
Now, we've just heard the Carol Copland story, and if she's all ready to play another game, I guess Thomas Winters is all ready. Is that right?
Sure.
Okay, Carol, please make a selection.
I would like question B.
B is for you. Here we go. New game, folks. Dr. Frankenstein said to his mom...
Back in the castle, huh?
I've got good news and bad news. The good news is I'm giving you a second head. The bad news is I'm getting it from blank. You didn't understand the question. The good news is I'm giving you a second head. The bad news is I'm getting it from blank. Oh. Are you thinking about that, Caroline?
I'm thinking.
You know what I've gotten to? What was I finished? You know what I've gotten through the mail ever since we've been doing Boris Karloff impressions?
What?
About 18 antipasto recipes.
No.
Yeah. Ladies write and send me recipes for antipasto.
Could I just hear the question?
I've got good news and bad news. The good news is I'm giving you a second head. The bad news is I'm getting it from blank.
Would you read that again?
If you think I know what that means.
You finished. Have you finished?
I
your
finished.
answer?
I just
There.
haven't stuck it in.
All right. Nipsey, have you finished?
I have finished.
All right, let's go. Presto, presto. Here we go. All right, Carol. Dr. Frankenstein said to his monster, I've got good news and bad news. The good news is I'm giving you a second head. The bad news is I'm getting it from
My wife.
my wife. That may be a new low.
Oh, no. I was afraid of.
One of these weirdos may say wife. Who knows?
It's funny how
Jimmy?
the first one you picked turned out to be that weirdo.
I thought that was going to be a disastrous answer, Carol, and look at that. You're off to a great start. All right, Brett, go.
I didn't even understand that bloody question.
You didn't.
No, I said get it from Akron.
That's a local discount house, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a pretty good answer to this question. Let's find out if Nipsey has it.
I got a new head, but it's a bald head because I'm getting it from Kojak.
Well, so far, the upper tier
So
has
far, I like
struck
Akron
out.
better.
No, we got one match up there. Let's see what happens down here. Juliet. The bad news is I'm getting it from a
An ass.
horse's head or a donkey's head. All right. Now,
Yes.
would you? What are you
the
going to
question?
save your fellow countrymen there?
No, I'm
I've
not.
got good news and bad news.
Yeah.
The good news is I'm giving you a second head. The bad news is I'm getting it from.
The bad news is I'm getting it from Brett.
That's the answer. You would. Carol said no. Now wait a minute.
You hit a man with child.
Isn't she animated and wild when she gets angry?
Yes, I love you when you're angry.
All right. Brett was the answer. She's looking. It says my wife. What do you say?
I may have a match here.
You may.
I
You
may.
better watch it.
Your wife, Charlotte Adams.
Your wife, Charlotte Adams, YWCA. That girl keeps trying all the time, don't she?
I'm one of the most trying girls.
Okay. Now we go to your first round question, Tom. Harold.
Why don't we have a commercial?
Oh, we have a break first. Changed your mind, didn't you?
Yeah.
Kind of made me look like a dummy up here, like I don't know what I'm doing, huh? I walk over, pick it up, and then after I'm over here, he said, "Oh, commercial thing." Okay, I'll put it back.
Just
Where'd I
want
get
to see
this?
if you're paying attention,
I'm
Gene.
paying attention here. Now, why don't we have a commercial?
Online or call now.
Listen, time is, we don't have time to do another question, so we ask you to come back next time.
All right.
All right, will you do that?
Yeah, sure.
Splendid. 1-0 in the middle of round one. And you were all just terrific.
Well, I'm not
You're still in
surprised.
Las Vegas at the Sahara, right?
At the Sahara Hotel.
And tomorrow we watch for you on the CBS Rose Parade.
11:30, yes,
I'll
sir.
be at Newberry's Thursday.
Newberry's on Thursday. What are you doing?
I'll be in Akron Friday.
Okay.
I'm at NYU,
And
New
all
York
right.
Unemployment.
And you're doing something.
I'm doing a new series, and I may do a play.
Really?
I'll get maudlin.
All right. Listen, as most of you know, it's quite obvious we don't have this thing down here at the end of the show usually, and the reason we've got it down here is because this is the last day of the year 1974 AD.
Yes.
Good gravy,
That's
Marie.
terrible.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That sign, I must say, has served us well.
Yeah.
And I say goodbye to 1974 with a great deal of gratitude.
Yes.
And as we say goodbye, there's
Another year
one,
has come
one
and
little
gone.
serious thing, though.
But there is no reason to
This
fret.
show,
We may not be such luck.
for over a year.
But we ain't dead,
Come on now,
Dutchie.
cool it. I was saying, now hold on. I was saying this show has been the highest rated show on daytime television for over a year now, and I just want to thank some of the people who are responsible for that.
That's
I
all
want
right,
to thank
Gene.
Mark Goodson and Bill Todman, and our producer Ira Scutch, and there are really too many to mention on the whole bunch who work here, but I especially want to mention the writers, Pat Neary, Joe Newstein, Dick DiBartolo, and Bobby Sherman. And to anybody who's had anything to do with this, all of the beautiful celebrities and the marvelous contestants we've had, it's been terrific. Thank you, one and all, and goodbye, 1974. It was a great year. That's good 1975 down here. 75. Happy New Year to one and all. Not to
From asking 75. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. This program was edited for broadcast.